All right, y'all, the Islamic Caliphate in New York starts now. That means we are all converting to Islam. I've already got one friend converted tonight.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show. I am so glad you could be here today. We have a great one planned for you, and we've got a lot of stuff to go over. One day in as mayor-elect, and it seems Mamdani is starting to slip off that mask just a little bit. We've got a big backlash from people frantically calling real estate agents. I'll let you know exactly where they're calling. We've got some drunk girls that, well, they seem to be all in on what Mamdani is going to bring to the table, and trust me, my friends, he's going to bring everything. We've got some Sweeney Jeans drama. Well, it's not exactly drama. It's actually a good sign that we're back. And then we have, well, there's been a lot of hoopla over the Dems winning this last election cycle. But actually, there's a huge silver lining to it, and I'll let you know what that is. So look, we've got a lot of good stuff to get to. Let's get to the rest of the show right now. Let's do it. All right, my friends, we are starting off with the meme, and it perfectly shows the cognitive dissonance of the Democrats, especially those on the far left that seem to be ruling the party as of today. Let's check it out. Donald Trump says, "I want to shrink the size of government." That's pretty good. I mean, I'm for that. Let's see what the response is from the left. No kings. Of course, because they're all buffoons. All right. But at the exact same time, with the election, with the win from Mamdani, his message is this: government should be involved in every part of your life. Well, that's not good. And what is the left's response? Yes, daddy. These people are so stupid. Up next is a commercial from Mamdani, one day in as mayor-elect, and it's very interesting. It all sounds good, but at the very end, he takes that mask off and shows his true colors. Check it out.
Good morning, New York City, and thank you. Last night we made history, and today we begin the work of making a new administration. Welcome to the transition. This is the period over the next few months where we build a city hall that delivers on the promises of our campaign, to make New York City affordable and to make government accountable to the people it serves. As we prepare to govern, we'll start announcing the leaders who will help implement our agenda. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government and the commissioners who carry out the critical work of city agencies. These appointments will be driven by excellence, integrity, and a hunger to solve old problems with new solutions. Talking to organizers on the front lines of the fight to improve our city, government veterans with proven track records, policy experts from around the country and the world, and working people who know better than anyone what our neighborhoods deserve. And this will be a period, like the campaign we ran and the city hall to come, defined by transparency. Because New Yorkers deserve a government they can trust. On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day, and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again.
And there it is, folks. His mask just started to slip.
This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
Yeah, you're going to get to work filling most, if not all, of these positions with Muslim/Islamic people. You're going to, of course, have some DI hires sprinkled in there for good measure because, you know, they like to virtue signal. It's what they do best. But mark my words, friends, this is the first step of what, I don't even know what to call it, maybe the Muslim deep state. Once these Muslims get into power in New York, into these various, very powerful positions, it is going to be literally impossible to get them out. You know, everyone's freaking out about the border, about all these millions of people coming across, the Mexicans or who went from South America, whatever. That is important. I'm not denying that. But this is the takeover, the Islamic takeover of America. This is the first leg of it. It is real. It is happening. It is going to be going down in multiple cities. And I don't know what it's going to take before politicians wake up to this threat, because it is a threat to America, to American culture, the way of life as we know it. Well, here's a response to Mamdani's win from owners of bodegas, I guess. I don't know, shop owners, whatever they call it in New York. It's pretty telling.
He win, by the way?
He won.
They chose the knucklehead, so we're gonna pay for it.
What happens if he opens up the government-run grocery stores?
I'm not with it.
Oh, you don't like the government-run grocery stores?
No.
$30 minimum wage. Can you explain how that might affect businesses?
We're going to hell. It's over.
How are they gonna make payroll?
It's just about all the policy that he's trying to do, increasing the workers and the taxes. It's not good.
The minimum wage doesn't help the worker. It just helps the system. Pay more money, more taxes, prices go up.
Overnight, half of them will go out of business.
So I'm in a blue state, I'm sorry, but I've been red my whole life. Democrats have always ruined, steal, rob, and lie.
Any thoughts on having him for 4 years?
What I can do is just swallow and try to face it, but it's not easy.
We're cooked. We're on the way to becoming a communist
The
state.
city's in trouble. They're in trouble.
Good luck.
And here's a real estate agent who was kind of actually shocked at the response that she got and the sheer amount of phone calls that she received after Mamdani won. Check it out.
Okay, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I did not think exactly this was gonna happen. I thought this guy was gonna win in New York City. I thought that our market was gonna pick up, but I didn't think it was gonna happen like the next morning. I'm like, okay, my sellers, like, settle down. I don't think they're just gonna come, racing down and, from New York City, but it's, I don't know. I don't even know what time it is, 3 or 4 o'clock. I've literally been on the phone since 7 a.m., nonstop back-to-back calls. I had showings scheduled for listings that haven't had showings in a month. And yeah, I was wrong because it literally turned on like a light bulb, literally blew off like a firecracker, and the post-socialist New York City political market is here on our shores in Palm Beach. Welcome.
Up next is the mayor of London, and I'm telling you, my friends, if you get an endorsement from this man, you're not living your life right. He absolutely hates people in London. He hates pretty much anybody that's non-Muslim, I believe. I mean, that's my take. He is definitely disliked greatly. He is literally a Bond villain that somehow became mayor. And because of the apathy of the voters of London, he's probably going to stay mayor for a very long time. And the stuff going down in London, in England, is a direct reflection on what he's bringing to the table, which is Sharia law. And basically turning London into, I don't know, is caliphate the right word I'm looking for? But anyways, here's his winning endorsement to Mamdani. Check it out.
Well, there are many parallels that New York and London have, and there are many parallels that Zohar and I have. And congratulate the city of New York. They've chosen, in a bitterly contested election, hope over fear, unity over division, and I'm already experiencing the ripples of hope and happiness coming from his victory.
With that endorsement from the mayor of London, I'm pretty sure that spells the end for New York. Now, here is a rather funny video. It's AI, and the quality, the resolution is not that great, so I do apologize for that. I'm not sure why it sucks so bad. But, of course, I had to change out some of the music. It's the original music that they had. It's a parody of New York, New York, and it's actually quite good. The original is on my X account at IdleHandsDave if you want to check out the original. But I had to trim out a bunch of the music because, YouTube, they're a bunch of censorship Nazis. Talk about real Nazis. But anyways, I had to change out some of the music, but you still get at the beginning, at the tail end, the original music that goes onto it. So I think it's hysterical, and unfortunately, I think it's pretty dang accurate. Check it out.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want no friggin' part of it. New York, New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blaze and Daddy Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn the shoot to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geeks, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See 6 midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend defenders acting like a clown. You know what's going down every time that we are down. Take a look through the peephole. Yo, everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them leaks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club into a freak show. Look at Snow White eating rotten apples. Dirty bass that be coming at you. Roller coasters like a supernova. Round the ring master, this my tabernacle. See you screaming, I'm like, what for? Oh, you pop? Yeah, I got popcorn. I don't wake up on the wrong lawn.
Is a genius. AOC with a penis. It's time to stick a fork in it. New York, you're done. Soon the tax base will be gone to Boca Raton, while Jaime Town becomes Commie Town. Should have elected the hack instead of the quack. Rest in peace, New York, Commie Town. New York, Commie Town.
And why is it exactly that we're going to see the birth of Commie Town? Well, it's because the Western European nations, America, they've had this love affair, this obsession with the Muslim nation. I'm not exactly sure what it is about that. It's not a healthy relationship. It's almost like being like a spouse that's being abused. You know, we're terrified to say anything against them because we don't want them to hit us. But it's let's take a look at the last 20 years of Western European history summarized. I think this is actually pretty accurate. Yeah, liberals and Muslims. And the sad thing is, apparently we have no idea. And we're not going to have any idea until it's actually too late. So just take a look at London, France, Germany, so many other countries over there in Europe that are now basically Muslim-run states. New York voted for Kamala Harris in 2024. New Jersey voted for Kamala Harris in 2024. Virginia voted for Kamala Harris in 2024. Democrats winning elections in New York, New Jersey, and Virginia in 2025 proves a blue wave is coming. That's totally absurd. Of course the Democrats are going to win in blue states. It would be weird, actually, if they didn't. Here's a perfect meme showing this fatal attraction between Western civilization and the Muslim nations. Let's check it out. Welcome in my country. And this looks like a very loving, compassion-filled embrace from the representation of the left. And the Islamic guy, well, he seems actually pretty grateful, appreciative of the said embrace. But in actuality, he's thinking, thank you for being so naive. And my friends, we are completely naive to this real and present danger. I just really do not understand this attraction, this obsession of the Muslim nations. The ideology of the Muslim world and the ideology of the American culture do not mix at all. It would be like somebody stepping into oncoming traffic or stepping in front of a bus. The outcome is not going to be good. I mean, it's almost like slugs being pro-salt. It doesn't make sense. Well, some good news is that Nancy Pelosi is not going to be running again. She has left an absolute horrible legacy. The bad news, actually, from this is AOC is probably going to be stepping up and trying to take her seat of power, which is slightly horrifying. But let's just take a look a little bit of Nancy's legacy. Nancy Pelosi's district. Yeah, that's looking real good, Nancy. But how does all your hard work pay off for you? Oh, pretty good. She lives in a gated community. All right, my friends, it is time. We are jumping into that liberal pool of madness, so sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
As I watch Mamdani give his acceptance speech, I'm just gonna say this. There's no way she lost. There's no way she lost. And you're never gonna convince me of it. There's no way that taint waffle child bitch won the presidency. He stole it. 100%. He stole it.
Oh my gosh, how many more women are out there that are like this? Look, newsflash, lady. He won. He won bigly.
You can't convince me otherwise. Not after what we just saw in New York. Nope. That little bitch baby that shits his pants every day, Taco Tits, absolutely stole the election with his little waving friend. They stole the election. You can't convince me otherwise now.
Well, it's real simple, lady. President Trump won because the Democrats were not allowed to rig this election. Unlike the last election.
Sharia law starts now. Absolutely. Zohran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York, starts today, baby.
It is really disgusting and quite disturbing that these women are celebrating what they call the Islamic Caliphate of New York, and that it starts today. They're praising the incoming of Sharia law like it's going to be some wonderful utopia. They have no idea how oppressive Sharia law is to women. Let's see what some other people have to say about these shining examples of New York. Treason Saint says, apparently the subjugation and oppression of women under Sharia law is some sort of right-wing propaganda. We'll see how compatible it is with American feminism. Not going to be. Westland says, do they know there is no alcohol under Sharia law? That's going to be devastating for those girls. Mickey says, or Mikey? We'll go with Mikey. Mikey C says, the memes create themselves. Can't wait. When I am mayor, women will no longer need to worry about going out alone at night. Well, that's a good thing. Because you're going to reduce crime and make the streets safe again? Because the streets will be safe again, right?
God, there is just something so electric, so satisfying about knowing that my MAGA parents, wherever they are probably having a horrible night tonight. Oh, I literally just got goosebumps thinking about it. Like, they are in such a bad mood, probably, about the fact that Zoran just won and Prop 50 is gonna pass. Like, wow. God, I'm sorry. It just makes me feel good that my MAGA parents are probably upset right now.
When the day starts with Dick Cheney being dead, it ends with Mamdani winning. Oh, yes. Oh. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Here's that same girl from the bar, and she's talking about converting to Islam and how easy it is and how she can help. And the whole entire time she's talking about how great it is, somebody overlaid a video of a woman over there in the Middle East. And who knows what she did? She probably showed her ankle or something. But she's being basically hit in public. Now, I blurred it because, YouTube and their retarded censorship. But you get the idea. It's not good. She probably really did nothing serious at all. But hey, Sharia law, let's check it out.
All right, y'all, the Islamic Caliphate in New York starts now. That means we are all converting to Islam. I've already got one friend converted tonight. So the lines to begin conversion will begin tomorrow morning, bright and early, 8 a.m. There will be mosques being built on every single block. But in the meantime, start outside my door. I am happy to help you convert, happy to be there on your journey. If you'd rather do it with somebody else, totally understand. You have to be safe, you have to be comfortable. But I'm so glad to have you, my brother.
As a friendly reminder for the girls and the gays, if you went out and voted to save democracy today, if you're in New York City, New Jersey, Virginia, or California, you deserve a sweet treat, okay? So since these Dutch Bros chocolate milks have been like all over the place, I had to get one. I wanted to make it a little spicy, so I got a peppermint one. I feel like it's gonna be so good. Let's do a taste test and see if my sweet treat lives up to the dream. Also, I should say I don't like milk, so. And remember, go out and vote. Let's save democracy and then get yourself a sweet treat.
She's crazy. With EBT and SNAP benefits being cut at the beginning of November, there seems to be a pretty clear choice for those people receiving those benefits. Let's take a look at that. EBT recipients on November 1st. Two very clear pathways. Let's see what they are. Steal, loot, riot, and continue to be a drain on society. Well, that's not good. We've got a lot of videos like that, people saying they're going to do just that. And then the other one, get a job. Look, it's not something to be laughing at. There are a lot of people that are destitute and down on their luck. And I definitely hope that their circumstances, their situations change for the better. Like, nobody in America should be living that way. To be so destitute, they have to live in a car. We had a video yesterday on that. But look, there are services that are available, and those services need to be taken advantage of. Like this next lady who took a visit to her local food bank because she needed some food.
Hi. So I am one of the over 40 million people who did not receive their SNAP food benefits in November. So I went to the food bank. That's what it's there for. Please don't wait till you're starving to utilize your food bank. There is a resource. Use it. The more people that use it, the more funding that they can get. So all food banks aren't created equal, but the one that I go to is usually pretty consistent, but I did notice that this week things were slim pickings in some areas, and I think that's probably a reflection of more people needing to use it.
You know, I may have a goofy ass haircut, but I thank my lucky stars every single day that I'm not a fat, balding conservative with those tacky sunglasses in my piece of shit pickup truck.
They are literally setting up a f***ing call center so that people can call ICE and say, hey, I saw a melanated f***ing kid and I don't like that in America. What the f*** is wrong with our country? Someone who f***ing tells me, oh, I don't see a problem with it. You probably have never had to even f***ing think about what it would be like to have someone call on your f***ing kid, and I hope to f***ing God you never do.
Yes, of course I have my pronouns listed. Mine are he, him. Charlie Kirk's are was, were. And yours are bozo.
This next clip I'm pretty sure is AI. However, I'm certain that this exact scenario, very similar to it, would be playing out in an HOA meeting somewhere across America, because their hyper-regulations sometimes, they definitely dip into the world of insanity.
This one is oatmeal mist. It's not eggshell sand.
They look the same.
They're not the same. One is warmer. It violates the palate.
This next clip is a definite win for America. Sydney Sweeney is being interviewed, and the jeans campaign, the beautiful jeans, comes up. And this interviewer, you can tell she is just desperate to get Sydney Sweeney to say something, anything negative, to get some sort of juicy soundbite that she can use. But Sweeney has none of it. Check it out.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like, white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like, that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I
have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
And just look at her face. She is just, come on, Sweeney, you can do it. Just give me something, anything, please. And Sweeney, of course, is like, no, not going to do it. If I feel like talking about something, I will actually talk about it. Next.
Mamdani just came out and said he will not change anything about the 9/11 tribute to New York City. He made it clear that he will continue to mourn the 19 lives lost that day.
Hey, so what happens when New York City elects a socialist mayor who promises to tax the rich? I'll tell you, Wall Street becomes Y'all Street. The New York Stock Exchange is moving out of New York and into Texas. You see, what had happened is that the New York Stock Exchange had filed its relocation in February of this year because polls had come out in January showing that Mamdani was more than likely going to be the winner. And Mamdani's whole campaign was tax the rich, make them pay their fair share. But you see, the rich then said, not today, Satan, and packed up and moved down south, where we don't punish people for being successful. And they didn't choose Texas by random. Besides Texas already being the second largest GDP we have in this country, it also is home to $3.7 trillion of New York Stock Exchange companies, and a financial sector that is pumping out over $169 billion of GDP every year. And the stock exchange is not coming alone. They're bringing Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Charles Schwab. Texas is not just getting richer, but it is becoming the new capital of American finance. By 2030, Wall Street will be nothing more than a marble museum. So congrats, Democrats. You threw a pick six straight to Texas and the Republicans. You gave us the money, the power, and the jobs. You're doing great. Well, this was fun, y'all. Have a day.
Here's a warning for anybody leaving New York trying to get into a red state. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Like, if you want to leave New York, great. But don't bring the insanity to the red states. Go to Minnesota. Go to Portland. And then you can walk freely amongst your own kind.
I just want to say this. Last night, as a Republican, that was not a loss for me, okay? I didn't expect anything else from a Democratic jurisdiction city like New York City. I expected Mumadada to win, okay? And it would have been a surprise if Winsome actually won Virginia. But we know that baby Big Ears and Big Teeth was out there campaigning. And you know the liberals love licking his little black so that was already a given. You know, then California, yes on Prop 50. And I've kind of felt bad for Californians, but I'm like, no, that's my home state. That's why I removed myself from that shitty ass place, because you like poverty and you like dirty ass places. Liberals love dirty, shitty ass cities. You love it. You love dirty, shitty ass states. That's why y'all love that dirty ass shit. But I will say this to the motherfucking New Yorkers. When those rich motherfuckers leave, don't bring your dirty, crusty ass to the Carolinas. Don't bring your dirty, crusty, broke ass to the Carolinas, bitch. Don't do it.
Just your daily reminder that immigrants that come here waving a flag that isn't the American flag didn't come here to get away from their country. They came here to take over.
It's time for Dave's Detox. Ow. That's a lot of turkeys. I hope they're not going to their death, considering it's November. Hey. I wonder what was wrong with it. I guess that must have been a window, right? There you go, buddy. He's like, what are you doing? It's amazing he didn't attack the lady. That's cool. Those fainting goats never get old. Oh, jeez. What was that cat doing? I thought they weren't supposed to interact with the wildlife. That probably feels really good. Hey there, buddy. Wow.
I finally fell asleep in my lap, so I can drink my coffee.
That does not look very cuddly. I don't know. Wow. What is that turtle doing outside to begin with? What's going on? Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. And for all those that subscribed, thank you very much. And for anybody that hit the thumbs up button, well, I appreciate it. Let's try to get 500 likes. And if you share the episode, well, that's an extra bonus. Listen, before you take off, there's going to be a video right here and one right here. I think you're going to enjoy them. So check it out. And until we meet again, stay safe and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.